Okay, yeah. Hi, Prerna.
Hello, how are you?
Sorry. So let's begin today's first episode. Namaste and good evening to all. And this is the very first episode of Manobal Women's Stories. Stories, I'll not say stories, this is conversations that heal. So, and here with you all, I am Nishi Mayank, founder of Manobal Women. Today is not another webinar or any expert talk. It is the beginning of a movement where women feel safe to say, "This is my story. I'm here to share my real story." So, this is a purpose of this new beginning. As we know, every woman carries stories of love, loss, resilience, hope, some kind of things. But when one woman comes to share her story, another woman finds the courage to deal or I'll
to heal.
open the door once.
That is why Manobal Women's Stories was born. This evening, we all are here not to admire someone's achievements, but to witness a journey, how she went through. So, thank you all. This is just from my side. Now, I would like to invite our beautiful host, Miss Malvika Pulwani. Malvika, now floor is yours. Please.
Thank you so much, Nishi. Thank you, Manobal Woman, Vicky, G100, for giving me this opportunity to host this session today. The first session, which I would always say conversations that heal. That is really a very great start. And having Dr. Aninda, one of the persons I've worked with in other institutes as well, and I look up to her when it comes to LinkedIn posts and stuff. So yeah, thank you. So there are conversations that inform us, and there are conversations that transform us. Today's con- today's conversation is one of them. We are all going to transform, or get inspired by her story. Our featured voice is not just a psychiatrist. She's a woman who has walked through pain, heartbreak, uncertainty, and loss. So when she talks, she's not talking out of what she has learned in the textbooks, but what she has experienced herself, and chose healing over bitterness and purpose over pain. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Aninda Sidhana.
Thank you, Malvika, and thank you, Nishi, for giving me this opportunity. And I'm really glad, first of all, to be the first guest of this series and to start this conversation that I believe will definitely be a revolution. As when whole world is silence, even one voice becomes powerful. So I believe in that, and that voice, if we start, it creates a ripple effect and give courage to others. And thanks.
So true, ma'am. So, without further ado, let's get into hearing your conversation and your story, and let us all get inspired. So, before the world knew you as Dr. Aninda Sudhana, the psychiatrist, researcher, change maker, who was Aninda?
So actually, I always say like we all are wearing a mask. Everyone is wearing a mask, and we also have forgotten who we are. If our titles are stripped away, I don't think we any one of us remember who we are really. And yesterday only, I was having a conversation with a friend that do you even remember who you were like without before being a psychiatrist or when there were no titles? Because we all are wearing a mask just to perform. Here, everyone is performing. We are different on Facebook, different on LinkedIn, different on Instagram, and different in the real life. So, I would like to say, I am, I don't
define myself by the titles, and I believe titles are for jars, not for the people. So I am now, though I'm definitely in that stage to back to the real, authentic Aninda. And so before this, you can imagine, a real Aninda was like, I think everyone must have seen Jab We Met. So I guess maybe worse version of even worse than Geet. So I was fun loving, chirpy, and now also I take life one day at a time. I don't plan anything. And that time also, I used to be like one day at a time. And uh, whenever I used to enter, the room will light up. And I believe that, I don't know about others, but I had a huge friend circle. And the only stress in my life was, uh, the moment Thursday comes, I will be like, what will we do on Saturday and Sunday? Just that was the only stress in my life. Other than that, I don't think I had any tension in my life. That was the only tension, that what will I do on the wiki on Saturday, Sunday. So, and I was always surrounded by friends, and those friends are still with me from 2003 till now. We are together, and it's like a part of family member only now, like their husbands and their parents and in-laws, they all know me. And another group of one, even school friends, one or two, they are with me till now, because I believe the strength of female friendship is very strong. And I have always called it Behen code, that I have written a poem also, that with your Behen code you can survive anything. As I know that Ishita Anand and Shweta Raina, Madhvi and Sakshi, these four friends are there, then nothing is impossible in life. And whenever I meet them, they heal a part of me which they never broke it. So I believe that. And before it, I'm still a daddy's girl. And now, so anyways, I'm again staying with my mom, dad. So I'm lucky for that and grateful and blessed. And from childhood, I have been daddy's girl, and with a dream of always seeing that people should start saying, yes, she is like Dr. Rup Sidana, though there is a long way to go, because he is very patient and humble, but I'm trying hard that to make him my mom proud. And my sister is also a psychiatrist. And we have been raised in a very loving, I believe we had the most beautiful childhood, that we, even despite having the OPD of 100 patients also, my parents used to take out time, and we would go for a movie, swimming pool, like every weekend it was like that. That's why in college I will be like, oh my God, weekend is there and we are not going anywhere, because my dad made it sure, like every Friday only we will go for a movie, the movie release. And in a short, small town, you can't do anything else. Yeah. And so, and another, I grew up watching all the dramas I used to love that time, which I hate now. क्योंकि सास भी कोई बहुत ही कहानी करती थी. I was mad about them. And now it was like, oh my God. And I always, and I used to love dancing. And I'm a Kathak graduate. So, though I haven't done it since long, and all the extracurricular activities except reading. I hated reading, and I will take novel or a book only if I don't get sleep. That is academic book is there, I will not sleep. So please give me a novel. I will read 2 lines and sleep off. And now I am surrounded by books. The only shopping I do is the books.
Books.
Yeah, I love that. That is like, because I think pain changes people, and with time you grow. So growth is beautiful, but
It's so beautiful how our childhood quietly shapes the adults we become. And your story, जब भी एक नाम आता है ना, तो मुझे एक लाइन ही याद आती है, मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. And that's what you actually conveyed in.
that's one lesson I haven't learned. Yeah. No, that is one lesson that मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. I don't know. I have to learn it a lot. With lot of difficulty, I learned to love myself. That is the biggest lesson, and I'm still learning, because I am a dependent kind of person. Dependent in the sense, like, I like to be with people, all because we are raised in joint family. Like, I still believe, like, even when I was getting married second time, I was always like, no, family should be good. I don't know about the boy, but in-laws should stay with us.
Yeah.
So that was like, And because now so we are surrounded with family members, my bade papa, badi mummy, and even my bade papa only did my kanyadan. And
Oh.
was, we are like all very closely knit family, and that is the one thing. That's why I don't shift outside India also, because I feel I will become very lonely.
True. So
And
basically, I don't know about others, but I can actually relate to you because I live in a joint family myself. Um, Going ahead, every little girl carries dreams that often become the compass of her life. What dreams did you carry, and what dreams did you have, like before becoming a psychiatrist, or even now? What dreams you have?
so there is a lot of change in my dreams which I had before becoming a psychiatrist and now. Also in between, also there have been stages of my life. So dreams also keep on changing because conditions change. And I think now I have found the meaning and purpose of my life. So now all the dreams revolve around that. And earlier, my dream in childhood, it was that I should never go away from my parents. Like the moment anybody will even talk about marriage, I will start fighting. That no, I can't stay away from my papa mama. And another, like otherwise, I will be like, we should have a like home with weeks so that we can be together everywhere whenever we want.
Yeah.
Or private plane, something like that. Whenever I wish you can. Well, कुछ कुछ होता है movie like the Shah Rukh Khan had come once the Anjali, the daughter cuffed, and Shah Rukh Khan came immediately. And I always used to say, Papa, aisa, I want like this. The moment I cuff or had cold, you just fly and come. So that was, and to travel the world because my father has traveled it, and that is like I love traveling, and but with the friends. I don't like solo travel much. And always to be with the family and with the friends, and yes, to become like my father. So that is there, like to carry his name. And so
Some dreams evolve with time.
whatever I and whatever thing I like, I should not think about to buy the brand. That was my dream,
That
but
is,
now it's
that
not.
is one of the very important dream that every woman should actually have. So this is something I myself have learned in a like financial freedom and financial security, something I myself have learned a very hard way. And this is something we should have a session on this, Nishi, where we call a financial expert and make them see this dream that we do not have to depend on anybody to actually get whatever we want. So this
No,
is the
but now
dream
my
everyone
dream
should
has
have.
changed. Now that is not at all my dream,
Yeah, yeah.
because
Now,
things cannot give you happiness. I have come to this. Now my dream is the day when my signature will become an autograph.
oh,
And
that is
I will
amazing.
search for me on
So,
Wikipedia. That is the dream.
this is
And
the
I
dream
want to be the
Josh we put.
voice of media and mental health and the voice of gender equality. And I imagine a world where men talk about equality, but women talk about men's mental health first, and everywhere men can cry should be normalized. My
That is so
dream
good.
is that, yeah.
Connected
And
to your,
to meet Shah Rukh Khan.
please take me to.
Oh,
Once your sign becomes an autograph, it will be a cakewalk for you. Please take me as well.
I also that
Okay.
one thing I
Connected to your dream, I would really get into a little deeper. What drew you towards understanding the human mind? Why psychiatry?
why psychiatry. That is a very funny question because that was decided before my birth.
Oh, is it? Okay.
When I was born, because my mom, dad, sister, we all are psychiatrists.
Okay.
And every other cousin, they all are doctors.
Okay.
Even my cousin, who is a dermat, she also earlier wanted to be psychiatrist. So it was like we didn't know about typhoid, fever, and diarrhea, nothing. We knew about confusion, depression, tension, empathy, all these things. And another thing, my mom even changed my name. My name was with S Surbhi. But that time only my mom called that no, name should be on A, because when she goes for exam in PG, then or MBBS, the Viva should come in front. I am
Friend.
like, I was born that time. So I
Wow,
never,
that is so much.
and till 12th class, till 10th, I never wanted to be a psychiatrist, because we had the life so busy. I wanted, and that time brain drain was there, and everyone wanted to be a software engineer and go outside India and those things. I went to Kota, but I could not stay there even for a month. In a month, every relative of mine came to visit me, and I used to be sitting only on PCO, calling my dad that and crying. That, and the moment I came back, my grandfather kept a condition that no, you have to take medicine and become psychiatrist. So, and real inspiration came when I entered psychiatry. Within a week, I got to attend a lecture of Dr. Nimesh Desai. He is director of IBHAS. He was ex-director of IBHAS. So the moment I heard his lecture in Rohtak, it was on mental health care and human rights of persons. That immediately I just told my dad, yes, psychiatry is the best thing, and I want to do psychiatry, but now you have got me into this, but now I want to do job under Dr. Desai. That is my dream. And I landed my job in 2013, the moment I.
Wow.
So he was the real inspiration behind that.
What a great start to life. But life, however, has a way of testing even those who understand the mind the best.
Yes.
What, when did you first see the change? When did your life begin to change?
I don't know, life begin to change. Life keeps on changing every day, I guess. It's change is the only constant in the life.
That is true.
Everything else is not constant. So, but major change was like I first was in the Pondicherry when I landed for my post graduation. It was a tough time because I had to learn Tamil for 6 months, and I didn't read psychiatry for initial 6 months. I read Tamil, watched movies, but that was very difficult, and exam cases were also Tamil and all. And I'm grateful that Dr. Siddesh, Dr. and Dr. Sukanta Sarkar, so Dr. Sukanta Sarkar mainly, he was there, that he actually like held my hand and helped me a lot, and I came back. I'm whatever, like, because he taught me. And after, then another, that time also had a very big, the issues were like food. There was no spoon and all the issues were there, and no North Indians, only no Hindi speaking people mainly. So that was a, and of course there's a lot of racism they do in college. And then second change was, I still don't know whether it was the best part or the worst part of my life, because that was when I landed my dream job at IBHAS 2013, and I fell in love with my first husband. So both the things were together, and 2 years we were together as a girlfriend boyfriend, and it was the wonderful time. And of course, job was best. Though that place is best to work and even get treated and whatever. It is the best place in the world. And but then I got married during the job only, and then the horror movie starts. That on the day of the marriage only, he spitted on my face and slapped me, and things started turning bad. And that I don't know, but I had a wonderful support system of friends, which I even have now. Like my friends are like my dad friend, still she's there with me, Shweta. So so I don't know whether it was a bad time or a good time. It was mixed, because I had the most romantic and most fun-loving life, because I had very good friends. We were a group of 20 SRs. Now someone is in Apollo, and then some is Nagpur, then Ames, everywhere there, and we all were together, and all it was like we all used to be like a family. And in my room only, everybody used to be there. So that was like fun time also. So I don't remember the. I feel okay. The memories are part of life, so let's cherish the good memories, and
So,
bad memories, I have learned the lesson.
from the outside, people often saw a successful doctor, but inside there was another story unfolding. That
Yeah.
is,
So they never saw a successful doctor. First of all.
you are, ma'am. Don't actually don't downgrade yourself. When you are actually calling yourself my favorite, you should also affirm that you are a successful doctor. That is when your sign will convert into an autograph, right?
I'm telling that only. I was not a success.
No.
People will
Okay,
not
so
see
a
me as a
success.
successful doctor that time,
No, at
because
that
even I never wanted to be always working and always studying. For me, it was like no, party first and fun first, and those things were there. But even in childhood, I remember every exam. But actually, I used to study like immediately. I will just finish the homework, come back, and I have never studied very hard that time. Even that time also, and every exam I the day before, because I used to get stressed, I will go for a movie and then go for exam.
Oh wow.
My dad would say, just relax and sleep off. And I that was the thing, because every day I used to study, and that my dad had made a rule that immediately after coming back from school, you have to finish. No latch to there. And then in Ibhas, I believe if I was today's Aninda, if it was there, I could have learned 10 times more as compared to that time. Because that time I was just revolving around my husband, my like love life. So I believe that I could have learned a lot.
Only if we could actually have a time turner.
Yeah, but no, but still I had a lot of fun. Nobody had.
That's nice. What emotions were you carrying silently that no one could see?
Grief is a price I'm paying for love, and I will. That is a part of my life. And I guess since last 4 days, it was happening now. And now only just half an hour back, only half an hour wide now, not just 10 minutes. When you called up, it was one song played up that Tu Aake Dekh Le. And immediate tears start rolling down. And the only thing I can't tolerate is songs. The moment, like I keep it off only mostly, but nowadays it's raining and at times radio plays. But I don't know lyrics. That 15 minutes I cry and then I'm absolutely fine. And of course, the what they say, whatever is to cherish, whatever you want the most, you never get that. So for me, the marriage was the only important thing in life. Like I still believe a woman is incomplete without a man. I don't think like I'm independent, and I don't believe in that independence and being solo, being independent, being going alone, and all that freedom. I don't think it's freedom and it's independence for me, because a woman is incomplete without a man, and man is also incomplete without a woman, because a family has to run. And if a man of the house is not happy, how can I be happy? And I so that is one thing, and I sometimes I question, yeah, oh, I will be lonely all the time, because everyone will get busy in their life, will have their children, and still, yeah, but I have my friends. What is, and my sister is there, my sister's daughters are there, my cousins are there, like they their daughters, they love me, and they taught me unconditional love. And so that one thing, because for actually like Karwa Chauth, nowadays nobody believes in that, but for me that was the only biggest festival, that even if it's not my family, but I still used to believe it in. I am very old school and traditional in case of marriage still. So like what you want, get.
You are a true Shahrukh Khan fan. करवा चौथ की बात होती है तो फिर वही आ जाता है दिल वाले दुल्हनिया ले जाके
शादियां खराब कर दी है। क्या शाहरुख खान चाहती है लड़के पॉर्न मूवी देख के बड़े होते हैं, प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है।
सही है। With all the grief and all the wanting, the romantic part, yet somehow, despite everything, you kept moving. A big salute to you, ma'am. That is really so great.
That is not me. That is because of my friends, my mom, dad, my mentors, Indian Psychiatric Society, Dr. Sakanta Sarkar, Dr. Amrit Patojoshi, then my sister, Dr. Ruchi Sidana, and her daughter, who is 13-year-old. And people think she's my daughter. Like I always call her my daughter from the mother. She has loved me unconditionally. Then Shweta, Ishita, those people, like I never felt lonely, not even a single day. And Dr. Ravinder Sharma, and my Bhaiya Bhavi. So they are like, not even a single person has question me till now, why did you come back? Or why the ghost? Not
That's
even one.
so beautiful. That is so unconditional. Amazing. So
We are
proud of
scared
you
to
are.
take a jump. And I don't know why I was scared to take that jump. My parachutes were anyways ready to catch me.
So blessed. So blessed. Ma'am, as per as per what I've heard is there was another chapter of your life that many women experience in silence, yet very few speak about openly. I would like to ask you, what is the emotional reality of infertility and IVF?
That was a biggest regret I have in my life, that why did I go through 3 IVF cycles? Because on one hand, I was being beaten up and I was going through a lot of abuse I that time I didn't, because I never wanted to leave a marriage, but marriage was the biggest thing. But still, I was not very fond of. I used to be like, when things get normal, because a child definitely gets much more affected in a damaged marriage than with a single parent. So one can it's but in our country it's always like people stay for the child in a marriage which damages the child's mental health. So that was the reason in first marriage I didn't even try about pregnancy, because I used to just keep a condition that first our fights should get over. If he slaps me and beats me so badly, that how can we have a child and child will see all that. So that was one thing. And second, marriage, IVF, because I am highly scared of injection. I could not even take hepatitis B injection vaccine. Like it is a big task to give injection to me. But in IVF every day, that is the biggest thing I went through, that, and alone, because I used to come at my home for once, and even gynac were scared that to treat me, because they were like, my mother-in-law was the most senior gynecologist. Like, I though I have never seen her practicing, and she used to get up only at 1 o'clock. So, but she never visited the gynac, and my gynac was surprised that your in-laws, your husband don't even know that where you are getting treatment, and that loneliness and that. Oh, that was very painful for me, because I am like very like that. Someone should pamper that time. And of course, not only me, because women, hormones, and mental health. And IVF is one thing. Even during periods, you go through a lot of changes in a life. In that 28 days, a woman can show all the 9 babies in 28 days. So similarly, in IVF, it's like one progesterone injection or one HG injection. You are in under the ground, and either you are on the sky, and the waiting period, that anticipatory anxiety is very high, whether it will happen or not. It's very stressful period, and hormonal changes are very, very bad that one goes through, and it causes a lot of aggression, irritability, then sometimes clinginess, and loss of self-esteem. All those things happened with me, and but still going through abuse all the time, because all my 3 abortions happened because my husband left me, and my in-laws were watching. That is one thing I really regret. And expenses also, they had told we will not give a single penny. But and doctor had told, why are you going through IVF? Everything is normal. But my in-laws were adamant to have twins and to have a boy. That they never got me to try a normal pregnancy. They started giving me injection and some medicines first time, first day. They were so like, I don't know, pathetic.
Your openness has already given courage to so many people.
Yes, because
I,
you also
I
tell your story so that it inspires others. And I hate talking about the abuse. So it came out, so I spoke about few things, but I never talk about it, how it happened and what happened. But the solution is more important. And like, it helps you give this, because I myself got a courage from a podcast. In a second marriage, I my friend Shweta, she sent me a podcast. Watch this. And then I said, oh yeah, if this girl can leave, then why I can't? She does not have family support also. She was not that educated also, and still she left the second marriage. Then why I am scared of? My friend sent me that you watch it. So my whole family watched together, and that was the first podcast I went as a guest. Wrote to the RJ Divya. She's uh, true. It was incompletely yours. So I messaged her that because of your podcast, I got the courage to leave my marriage. And
More
Mamta
power
Bhai,
to you, ma'am. There are a lot of wishes in the chat box as well. Everyone saying more power to you, hats off to you. Honestly, I am still speechless and I don't know. But
no, hats off to my parents because I have seen till now many girls go through the violence and are suffering silently. No parent is so open to allow to come back.
so true,
But
so true.
I am so lucky, grateful, and blessed that uh, in first marriage, within 5 minutes, the moment like it was like by mistake, I blurted out on my dad's phone that he bet me. And within 5 minutes, Shweta was there and I was out. And I never turned back. And because it was love marriage and my dad was aware that I was blind and deaf dumb in love, that apology he comes and I will go back. So he got me divorced within 15 days. The divorce papers were in my hand and I was like, what? And we were not allowed to face each other and talk. And now I am like, yes, thank God, because one apology I would have gone back. It was first time I just blurted out. And then second marriage, my dad had landed from US and it was my mom dad's anniversary. I just called my mom and dad. I don't know even if it's 10th marriage, I can't stay here. And I told, so my dad is like, who is asking you to stay? And
Wow.
we are sending a driver. So then I said, driver, I just drove my car and came back because I could not wait a half an hour also. They were torturing me so much.
Hats off
And
to your parents as well.
yes,
Going against, making the paradigm shift, going against the stereotypes takes a lot of courage.
yes,
And
absolutely.
really, hats off to them.
And that is like because I had only one fear in second marriage to leave, that my dad's name will be spoiled. And their lawyer, his side lawyer came to me and said, मैम आप डॉक्टर अनिंदा आपको शर्म नहीं आ रही है कि आप डॉक्टर रूप सिडारा को कोर्ट में लेके पुलिस स्टेशन लेके चले गए. So I am like, if you know that he has so much of respect that you are blaming me कि I am making him, why are you fighting the case against him? First of all, when you know you are wrong, then he's like, that is, I have to earn money. So that was only fear. My mom dad never thought about it. Till now, then don't. They rather I don't go out of in my local place. I don't go out much because I feel like no, everybody starts asking third marriage and all. And my mom dad keep on telling me go there, go there. No.
If there's a woman out there today who is walking this path of IVF, what would you want her to know?
I would like her to definitely track the mood symptoms. That actually I have worked with Heal Cycle. It was a nice app, and so to track the mood symptoms, and even in flow now it has come.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
otherwise also take care of your own self, love yourself that time. And more than that, I would like to give message to the partner that spouse should take care that time because a spouse doesn't know what's happening inside a woman's body. It's like a storm happening inside the body. And you also want, it's not her duty to have a child only. Child is going to carry your name for lifelong, first of all. So it's your duty also to take care of her. And if she is not, because there are a lot of the anticipatory anxiety, that time to support her, to reassure her, and every injection you should be there with her, like or in-laws also. First of all, anyways, girls' parents don't get the child. In-laws only get the name, and that's why they are after boy. So they should take care, they should pay the bill. Why? So they want everything, but they don't want to do anything. That. So like that, I believe that and a girl should go for IVF only if she is ready to have a child, and if marriage is working. But if someone is giving the advice कि बच्चा कर लो शादी ठीक हो जाएगी, never ever that.
True. Somewhere along the journey, something shifted, not just around you, but within you. What changed inside you?
Everything has changed. I believe I long to go to my younger self. I have written a blog also and a poem also, Whispers to my younger self, and a coffee date with my younger self. That what will I tell her if I go, and what it is like the seeing her and seeing me. So I have changed a lot. I last 2 years I have traded my own self, that I haven't even stepped out of the room also for days, because I was studying all the time. I will tell my parents 4 days, I will talk to you after 4 days. And I will be, because my only aim was to uh, make programs and make things like mental health. It should be a necessity, not a luxury, and to leave no one behind. And not only men's mental health also, and LGBT also. And another aim was no girl should suffer. First of all, I always wonder that why does this word only exist, gender-based violence. So that was my only aim, and I kept on reading, studying about all those things, and made dignity dialogues, healing justice communicate. Then LGBT, I collaborated with Prince Manvendra Singh Gohil and made courses for DEI, because it's just on policy. All policies exist only on papers; they are not actionable. Nothing is actionable. Even Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is a warning, not a slogan. So my aim is to turn that into a slogan. And I kept on, I will just keep on writing, pitch to the podcaster. Like I want to talk about it so at least one woman gets help. And otherwise write blogs and I read about forensic aspect, everything I have read about. And mental health, I wanted to equip myself with the knowledge of policy making then. So that I can, so now I have finished my fellowship with the ISDRC Geneva as a next generation leader. So, and it got finished on 17th June. And so now the system which failed me, I am going to redesign that system. That is, and best revenge is massive success.
So amazing, and that this is such an inspiring journey. Today, you wear so many hats as a psychiatrist, educator, advocate, and systems architect. You are designing, I would actually name you as a system architect.
Thank you.
How has your personal journey changed the psychiatrist you are today?
So absolutely, first of all the whatever hats are there, everything comes down to one point, that mental health is a necessity, not a luxury, and to leave no one behind. And 2026 is a time to talk about mental wellness, not illness, but still we are talking about illness. And to attain gender equality. Equality we cannot, because we are biologically different, so gender mutuality. That we both should understand the differences and respect and trust is the main. And normalize talking about sexual problems. Sexual sex, normalize talking about sex. So we are the most populated country, but no one can talk about sex. I don't know how children are happy. So that, and everyone has equal rights. So these are the things, and things were changed with me, like because while after first marriage, I got a fellowship. I did fellowship in psychosexual medicine. I heard a lecture of Dr. T.S.S. Rao, who is now president of Indian Psychiatric Society. In Cochin, I had heard his lecture, and I was like, yeah, I want to learn from him. And then luckily that fellowship started, and when I got divorced, and I joined that fellowship. And 1 year I did it. So that changed, like whenever a client comes to me, it used to be like my perspective had changed that time, that if a woman is coming with multiple problems, backache every time, some multiple somatic issues, headache, and no reason, but if you have to dig deeper in the history, if she's having some sexual issues, whether, and a man also, if a man is having some problem, like if he's not satisfied with the wife, why? Maybe the alcohol smell is the problem that wife does not like, or
Yeah.
their own choices are different, but they don't communicate. So that was the shift I had that time. And now it has totally shifted after my second marriage. I think I think empathy has come a lot. In my history taking has also changed a lot, that I now take a lot of time to write medicine, because I believe a little fear can change a life around. And nowadays, except Alexa, no one is ready to talk to you, or Siri.
True.
Especially elderly, our parents, they all are suffering from empty nest syndrome. They made us rich, they made us, we all went, and nobody has time to ask how are you, dad? And another thing, now if a client comes, so first I start digging into the history, like whether it's someone like mother-in-law is dominating, or is there a violence. If not violence, is there just the argument or some other pressure, something, because something must is there, that social and psychological aspects and the childhood aspect, many that I prefer more now. And my treatment, it's like I really write medicine a bit late, and that time my dad says your clients will only run away. I'm like, I don't know, but most of the problems can be solved if I start talking to clients. Everyone wants to be heard, wants to be seen, and wants to be recognized. And so that is, I always say, we all are suffering from fear of not mattering. That is one fear which is the cause of loneliness. Loneliness is not like we are alone. We all are surrounded with everybody now, the highly interconnected world. But that fear of not mattering, how, if I die today, if I disappear today, will anyone call me? Will anyone remember me? How, or if I don't switch on my Facebook, how many people will reach me out? How many likes I get? That is the thing. Fear of not mattering is one thing which we also.
What does resilience means to you?
Resilience is inborn. Uh, Nobody wants to be resilient, first of all. Nobody wants to be resilient. Everyone wants to be a Papa Ki Pari, or even a boys want to be a Ladla Beta. But resilience is a thing which life teaches you. And another thing is like it is about how your childhood was. In childhood only you start learning about the coping skills and resilience, how you are raised. So where that is the support system, how your parents supported you, how you were raised, and that is the thing. The resilience, and anyways, you never know how much strength a woman has. A woman is like a tea bag. You never know how strong she is until you pour hot water on it. So that is the resilience.
So true, so true. Ma'am, a quick rapid fire thing,
I
right?
think that I feel like I have come with Karan Johar.
Yeah. So
One
after a
day,
very deeply inspiring conversation, just do a little lightning thing. You have to answer in one word or whatever comes first. What is healing?
healing is lifelong journey.
Hope
And
is
it's not like damage never occurred. It's uh, yeah.
hope is
Hope is life.
strength is
Strength is family.
one word that describes your journey.
One word. I always say it in two words: scars to stars.
Yeah.
Scars to stars.
Oh wow, this is so amazing. This should be your book's title. I am
Yeah,
like,
no, it will be my
yeah,
movie title one day.
yes, stars to stars. Very nice. A quote you live by?
Quote, I have too many quotes that I live by, but the man search for meaning is a book I love, and that is who has a how, who has a why can do it anyhow. And it's very, and another quote is uh, I don't know, I'm like full of quotes all the time. And law of attraction, now I am delusional that uh, कहते हैं किसी चीज को आप पूरी शिद्दत से चाहो तो उसे पाने में उसे फील पूरी कायनात तुम्हारे साथ लग जाती है.
Yeah.
So and life, don't give your steering, and life is like a bicycle, and we have to ride it together. Like to me, a married life is like a bicycle, like both have to be together. I don't I love quotes a lot. I keep on writing also. I get people.
You are a tea person or a coffee person?
Earlier I was a tea person, nowadays coffee.
Oh, so next time we meet for a coffee with Karan kind of thing.
Oh,
With
I
this,
love I
with
wish
this,
one day.
with
Like
this, we finish the rapid fire round, and we are
yeah,
towards the last
friends.
question. You also have the meeting. So before leaving us after such an inspiring session, if the conversation reaches someone who's struggling silently today, what is one message you would like every woman and perhaps every man listening today to take home?
That we can rebuild our life as many times as possible. And if you are not happy where you are, move. You are not a tree. And just talk to a friend, talk to your friends, keep your friends close.
Friends are a blessing, no doubt. I mean, that is
Friends are
amazing.
life, yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Aninda, for opening your heart and telling us all those moments which you have been through. I know it would have been so difficult, but
No,
thank you
no, it
so
was not
much.
difficult because I always, when I tell, I don't, uh, anyways, I never feel that I am a victim. I hate that word. And I,
That's
I laugh at the audacity of those people. So I don't, it's okay. I laugh at that aliens must be thinking, are they human? If this girl has lived with humans or animals.
a very warm virtual hug to you.
Thank
Kudos to you, and over to Nishi now. Thank you so much, Nishi, for letting me moderate this session.
Actually, for the moment I just saw the name, I didn't go through any question. I didn't even see the time. I just saw Malvika. So I said, wow.
Same here, mutual feeling था वो. Thank you
But I
so much.
didn't have time to message you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Malvika, for the wonderful hosting the session. And oh, thank you will be a very small word for you, sister Dr. Aninda Sidhana.
Oh, nothing like
No,
that.
no. Thank you from my heart to open your heart. You shared your heart openly, and it's not that much easy. Yeah, as a woman, it's not easy. But the way you came the session, the way you opened your heart in front of all, it's really courageous. And thank you so much
That is
for coming here.
so. Anyways, I tell every woman has a story. So there is no greater agony than carrying an untold story inside. Will heal you when you start telling. So please speak up wherever you are suffering from. Have at least two friends
Correct.
or one at least, or you call me and talk.
Definitely, sister. As as a sisterhood, we all are connected with each other. At somewhere, we need each other, and we are there. Yeah. Anytime, anywhere, because the earth is round, and somewhere we get connected and we got stuck. Then again, we'll come there. Then again, we'll meet. So it's like that only. So round and round. So it's this thank you is really from my heart, and no, I don't know what, but I don't have words to express my feeling. Yeah, the
I
throughout this,
I enjoyed.
because yeah, I really wanted to spread this message that we need someone to hear our voice, because people are there to express their stories, their pain, their uh, experiences, but no one there is to listen. That is the main thing.
Vulnerability is strength. And never think if you are sharing your problem that you are weak.
Correct.
Out of vulnerability comes your strength. Another quote I live by.
Correct. Thank you so much, sister.
Thank you.
So, because
And I share my blog link, that is fear of not mattering, and another blogs, healing justice and all. You can share them. Yeah.
definitely, and with the recordings and with the videos, we'll share your LinkedIn link and your profile's link so that people can directly connect with you.
Because it helps many people, because I got to know from my like from United Nations only that my blogs that was the reason I got the fellowship, that my blogs saved more than 3,000 lives.
See.
Wow, that is so nice.
Around 11,000 people and have are being used. And they call me only like founder of Dignity Dialogues, but when they called me, I didn't even remember. I was like, what is that? And I thought maybe and I opened it. Oh yeah, that I wrote while cooking.
Okay.
So I have all the frameworks how to raise your children right, manhood, and flip the script and all these things. I will share.
Definitely, sister. A wonderful beginning of the Manobal Women's Stories. And thank you coming for here for the episode 1. If it connects with you, and come for the episode 2, and stay tuned for the next person who will come again to share their life journey, their thoughts, their pain, their hope and healing journey, everything. So here we end this
For
conversation.
financial literacy, I will recommend to call Sangeeta Rela. She runs her own podcast also about her, and